I am Dr. Periyasamy, Professor and Head of the Department of Electronics and Communication and IIC President of this college. I am proposing to give a tech talk on satellite communication services and startup. So these are all the contents which I am going to deliver. Introduction, communication satellite, advantages, disadvantages, 5 top startups and conclusion. Introduction. So what is satellite? In astronomical term, a satellite is a celestial body that orbits around a planet. Example, the moon is a satellite of Earth. In aerospace terms, a satellite is a space vehicle launched by humans and orbits around Earth or another celestial body. So, what is communication satellite? You see the diagram. Here, the satellite is revolving around the Earth, and there are two earth stations. One is a transmitting, and another is the receiving earth stations. The signal is being transmitted from transmitting station in uplink frequency, reaches to transponder, that is a satellite, and the satellite process and down convert and retransmit in the downlink, that will reach the receiving earth station. Here some of the components in transite are encoder, modulator, upconverter and amplifier and antenna, and the receive side the antenna, amplifier, down converter, demodulator and decoder. It is a micro repeater in the sky that consists of diverse components including transmitter, receiver, amplifier, generator, filter, onboard, multiplexer, demultiplexer, antenna and waveguide, etc. How it works? A satellite stays in orbit because the gravitational pull of Earth is balanced by centripetal force of the revolving satellite. One station transmits the signals to satellite in the uplink. The satellite transponder processes the signal and sends it to second earth station. The second earth station receives the signals from the satellite at a downlink. The advantages are like this. Coverage area is greatly exceeds, means there are 3 satellites are sufficient to cover entire globe. Point number 2, the transmission cost of satellite is independent of the distance from the center of coverage area. The satellite to satellite communication is very precious. Higher bandwidths are available for use. Still there are some disadvantages. The number 1 is launching satellites into orbit is costly. Satellite bandwidth is gradually becoming used up, means the bandwidth is congested. Propagation delay is more. Then coming to the startup, there are 272 startups satellites are there around the globe, out of which I am going to discuss 5 top satellite communication startups. The number 1 is Kylum, number 2 Sludge, Hyper, Freefall and Myrota. So we will discuss one by one. Myrota is an Australian startup that offers low cost, low power global connectivity for applications based on IoT. The startup's ground modules transfer data directly to cloud using constellation of nano satellites. This also enables encrypted and secure access to data from anywhere in the world in a scalable manner. Number 2, Skyloom. Satellites generally use radio frequency to transmit data to ground stations. However, their data carrying capacity is quite restricted, allowing connectivity only at sparse times. The US-based startup Skyloom develops a space-borne network for optical communications. This helps telecommunication companies offering real-time and location agnostic solutions. The third one is Hyper, that is a low power global area network. The growth of IoT technologies is marked by falling hardware and computing cost as well as the development of longer lasting batteries. However, the lack of global connectivity solutions remains a bottleneck for IoT based applications. Telecom and space technology startups are working on solutions that empower low power and global connectivity to bridge this gap. Hyper is the Dutch startup that offers a global IoT network. Hyperband, a low power global area network that uses nano satellites at a lower orbit. The fourth one will be free fall aerospace, that is inflatable antennas. Space antennas direct data to the right ground station or device on the ground. However, they are usually large and expensive to put into orbit. Low mass, low power alternatives generally also have low rate data. The startup inflatable antenna for spacecraft system is ultra low mass volume. The antennas have spherical reflectors and large apertures for wide field of view and high gain. The solution uses electronic beam steering to transmit big data from CubeSats and small spacecraft. The fifth one will be Clutch Space System. Satellite communication infrastructure, including both ground station and satellite in orbit, require massive upfront investment. The startups are working on solutions that reduce the infrastructure cost to promote growth in satellite based applications. Clutch Space Systems is a British startup that provides a solution to payload communications. The solution provides high performance communication for ground station network provider and satellite operators. It reduces the cost and complexity of the satellite communication by lowering hardware cost and increasing the loading on current infrastructure. In conclusion, while we believe data is a key to creating insights, it can be easy to be overwhelmed by it. Our ambition is to create comprehensive overview and provide actionable innovation, intelligence, and enable to achieve the goals faster. Thank you for patiently listening. Please offer your comments on the comment box. Thank you.